Tell me about the book.
The book is it's a coffee table book. It's a book about Tiki history, and there are 77 drink recipes in it. The drink recipes, 17 of them are traditional, like the zombie, the Mai Tai, etc. 60 of them are original Frankie's drinks from Frankie's Tiki Room in Las Vegas, and up until now they've been secret recipes. So it's our gift to the world, giving them these recipes at $29.95. But the book it's just, the recipes are great. The photography, the illustrations are beautiful. It's a beautiful book. What the book is about, actually, these are some of the most delicious drinks in the world. But with this book, any person can, with simple ingredients, make these at home. So it's not elitist like cocktail culture. This is stuff that they're the most delicious drinks in the world, and with this book, anybody can make them at home and enjoy them.
Are these your own recipes, bartenders, or where all did they come
from? We got 3 people. They were all created in-house at Frankie's. Chris Andrus Fay, Allison Hartling, Mike Richardson are 3 of my bartenders, and they created the 60. And they're geniuses, and when you taste a few of these, you'll understand just they're geniuses. They're great. And that's basically it. All done in-house at Frankie's.
You're telling me about the Tiki bar culture. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Well, Tiki started in, it's like after World War II, when so many servicemen came back from, the Pacific. And a lot of them had been on islands where, they're drinking rum, getting laid, sleeping under palm trees, and it's pretty nice. And so when they came back, because there already were a couple Tiki bars around, but the craze just really, really took off, and it was huge. And everything was Tiki in America, through the 60s. It was, Polynesian Tiki culture became American pop culture. And it was evidenced in architecture, motels, bowling alleys, dry cleaners, not to mention the restaurants and the bars. And then after the 60s, it sort of died out. And there was a revolution in the early 90s, and with a whole new generation, and it caught fire again. And there's just no stopping it now. It's amazingly popular all over the world. People come from all over the world every day to go to Frankie's in Las Vegas. There are several and Frankie's is one of the best bars in the world. It's certainly one of the top Tiki bars in the world. There are a few really great Tiki bars in the world that are left. Unfortunately, most of them no longer exist. So that's basically it. And the Tiki culture, these people are rabid about it. They love it. They love everything Tiki, from the drinks to the culture to the artwork and all the cottage industries and cottage art that has popped up surrounding it. And that's basically it. It's escapism. It's fun. It's something that gives people an immediate escape from their daily lives, their daily grind, and the traffic that you fought getting over here. You're supposed to be able to walk into a Tiki bar or have a Tiki drink, and all of a sudden you feel great. That's it. It's fun.
How do you identify a Tiki bar? What would your definition of a Tiki bar be?
Well, there are a lot of bars that claim to be Tiki bars, and they're really not. You can't just throw an umbrella into something and put a couple of posters and a Tiki in a corner, and you're not a Tiki bar. I mean, you have to be true to your bar has to be true for this decor to the history and the artwork of Polynesian and Polynesian pop, and your drinks have to be authentic. And whether they are drinks that have been around for 80 years, or whether they are new, they have to be faithful to a couple things. They have to be rum-based, and they have to be really well made, and you can't skip on anything. All the syrups, everything that goes in there need to either be homemade, you have to either make them yourself, or there are certain brands of certain things that are quite good. So your ingredients have to be top-notch. You can't cut corners at all, because anybody who knows anything about this, they will just, right away, they'll just walk out, because you just need to be authentic and and that's really it. And in this book, we go through all the ingredients, and a lot of things that there are no substitutions for, and a lot of things there are. Where there are a suitable substitution, it's in a glossary in the back. If you can't find this, use this or this, and it's acceptable, and your drink will still taste wonderful. But you just have to stay true to that. But that's it.
Can you flip through the book and maybe point out maybe a couple of your?
Sure.
I'm sure you have a couple of favorites, although you like all of them. But.
Well, yeah. I mean, it starts out with a little bit of introduction and some Tiki history, Tiki in Las Vegas, and as you can see that's the Tiki that greets you when you walk into Frankie's. You notice the dice eyes as we add a little bit of Las Vegas kitsch because Tiki is supposed to be fun. Las Vegas Tiki history, and then the drinks, and it's like one of my. The Drunk Monk is a great one. The Green Gasser. The Lucky Leroy. One of my favorites is the Scurvy. It's just wonderfully delightful, and it's one of my personal favorites. And then we go to this is all alphabetical. We get to the end, and then we start with the classic Tiki drinks, like the Blood and Sand, Cobra's Fang, Dr. Funk, Fog Cutter, the original daiquiri, the Lapu Lapu, the Mai Tai, the Mojito. A lot of these were created as hangover cures in the 30s and 40s. 3 Dots and a Dash is a classic drink. It's Morse code. It means victory. It was very popular in World War II and after. The Vicious Version, Yellowbird, and the Zombie, and we've got the glossaries. And that's a nice photo of yours truly, and the drink creators. Well, Frankie's in-house, and that's it.
I would say hold up your glass and say Okoli Maluna.
I'm just gonna say shut up and drink.